Hey guys, LibertyBand20 here. Welcome back to the channel. This week's video is all about Liberty's season in review. Go over some pros and cons and some stats, kind of like how a season preview or opponent preview, but just doing a little bit differently. So we're going over Liberty's season in review. They finished 6-6. It's actually a pretty good thing. As far as passing wise, they were actually 38th, which is not bad. In the top 100 and the top 50, with 3,138 total yards, averaging 261.5 yards per game. Rushing, they were 77th. We were 77th, like I just said, only rushing for 1,937 yards, 161.4 yards per game. The reason that surprises me is we always hear Coach Turner Gill or even Alan York saying they want to establish the run. Well, this proves right here that we love to pass it more. If you really want to establish the run, get us a running back. I know the running back from UMaine, the UMaine transfer, who's coming out next year, is going to be great. So that obviously a rushing attack is going to be awesome. Losing Katori Matthews kind of hurts, but Hakeem Hickson I think is still there, and with everyone else coming back next year, I think we'll have a great running attack and rushing attack. We just need to get that really in perspective. Some positives: we went 6-6, like I said. We beat Troy. That was a great win for us, especially against a Sun Belt team, 20-16. Really showed what we could do. It's just a great game, great win that we needed. Buckshot broke the LUTD record with 65 touchdown passes. That's good for him. He was also 22nd in passing overall this season, the FBS, which is amazing. So he's getting up there. Hopefully he'll be in the top 10 next year, but we'll see. 13th consecutive winning season, which is amazing. I think this is Turner Gill's 8th year at the helm as well. Or going to be his 8th or 9th season, one or the other. He's been here for almost a decade, and he's won us some seasons. That goes back to Danny Rocco too for the consecutive winning seasons. But that's it. The last 4 seasons after the 2014 season, 6-5, 6-5, 6-5, 6-6. With that being said, I personally think a lot of changes are coming. I know a couple of times I said I didn't agree with that he wasn't going to go anywhere, but coming to this, I think he is. Turner Gill may or may not, but we'll see. It's all about what it comes to, in the next coming weeks and months. Some cons, and there's actually a lot of them. We could have been 7-5. That first loss to New Mexico State is what hurt us. Being 7-5 would have really been awesome to say, like, hey, we're better than some teams, but it is what it is. The defense was a huge con this year with Wimberly. I think he's out the door. Let's just all agree with that. I think a lot of people have pretty much got the writing on the wall there. Defense was not where it should have been. Case in point, the first drive for Norfolk State didn't record because it was with my family. It was my son's birthday. They kept throwing the ball and they got it. Luckily, defense came up and stopped them for, a field goal. But still, they were just throwing the ball down that first drive. 1-5 on the road. Yeah, especially 3 in a row when you lose to UMass, UVA, and Auburn. Really quick, another positive: we went 5-1 at home. Only loss was to North Texas. So a huge flop. It's one of those things that it used to be the Achilles heel to Liberty. When Rocco was here, even into Turner Gill's first couple years, is that we always lost on the road. We couldn't clinch, minus the one time that we really needed to when we beat Coastal 15-14. But it's one of those things where we just can't seem to win on the road a lot or at all. That one win was against New Mexico when New Mexico came back and almost won. So we'll see. So definitely improve on the road record. Next year, a little rough. We'll get into that next time. But another one was Buckshot, was also a con. He had 21 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. He had at least one interception in every game this year. His worst one was 4 against UMass. Actually that, we could have been, including that, we could have been 8-4. But, it's just, it is what it is. It's unfortunate to be in that situation. Next year, looking interesting. Rutgers is one game in particular I think we can win. But again, I'll get into that. The road schedule is a little bit easier in some ways. But yeah, I just want to go over that really quick, guys. So my season review is that Liberty goes 6-6. Could have been better. It could have been worse. But you know, coming out up on top to a 6-6 record, with next year being bowl eligible, really need to get that together. So I think we will go to a bowl game next year, but I think we'll go 6-6 for next year. But this season in review, 6-6 record is pretty decent. That's what I thought we could do, and that was the worst case I thought, and then that was right. So yeah, it's been fun. Next week's video is probably, like I said, actually I didn't say, I might do like the promos for this year. I'm actually wearing one of them now. It's the it was the inaugural one. We actually got a couple of them because not many people showed up. Some of them are okay, some of them are not, but I'm going to go over what I thought, which ones were good, which ones were bad. But that's just next week's video since football's pretty much over. But I will see you guys next week. Thanks for sticking along for a very long video that I haven't done in a while. This is the Liberty Band 20, and every day is game day.